Look, there's only so many times you're gonna steal my girl in my face before we get active. Unless you're a super powered teenager from another dimension that kind of lives forever and drives a Porsche and is in better shape. Welcome back. I'm Nicolas Alexander Burke, and let's talk episode 3 of Miss Marvel. You already know, for my recaps, I talk spoilers. Quick thoughts. I thought it was nice. We have some major reveals here, and I'm interested to see where the series goes from now on. Okay, spoilers. The music in the opening credits is epic, it's amazing, it makes me feel like it's go time. It's a flashback, and they're searching a tomb in India in 1942. They find Kamala's bangle on a blue arm. Cree? And we learn that this is one of 2 bangles. And on the floor of the tomb is the 10 rings insignia.
Finally, some connection.
I'm sorry, I got a little excited. This phase hasn't really connected to the other existing movies and shows in the franchise, so my apologies. So boom, 2 bangles are in existence. Blue Kree arm, 10 rings insignia. Could Shang-Chi show up at a point? I don't know. Probably not. But it'd be cool. Are Shang-Chi's 10 rings and the bangles connected? This episode gives us a lot of reveals and a lot of backstory very early. So the group of people that Cameron is with are from another dimension and they're trying to get back home. We learn that they are known as the Jinn, and Cameron's mother believes that the bangles can take them back home. Like I said in my episode 1 recap, I didn't think Kamala was going to be an Inhuman, and that's the case here. We learned that she is a descendant of the Jinn, which makes her Jinn. This show establishes them as being from the Nor dimension, which means light. We also learn that this group of people cannot use the bangles because they were not born in this dimension. But since Kamala was, she's able to use it to unlock the Nor within inside of herself. Kamala meets up with Bruno, and he's like, hey yo, sending them home, he get really flash, boom, boom, bang, really dangerous. And Kamala's all like, Captain Marvel will do it. You never met this woman in your life. During this conversation, Bruno tells her that he got accepted into that program we learned about in last episode, but she's so caught up in being a superhero, understandably, that she's not really present. And this is the case for a lot of her relationships in the show. She's going through a phase that a lot of heroes go through when it comes to balancing their real life, their school life, work life, with their family and so forth. How do you keep up with all of it, especially being a teenager? We progress to her brother's wedding, and it's probably my favorite part of this episode. Experiencing their culture like this was amazing, and I love that this show emphasizes family over the heroic stuff. And just as Bruno is about to get his dance with his best girl,
Well, I couldn't leave my best girl. Now it's yours, man.
boom, dirty work detective. That's some dirty, oh my God, that's some dirty work. Oh, Cameron strikes again. But he has good intentions this time. He informs Kamala that his family will brutally murder her family if she doesn't help his family get back to the Nord dimension. But don't worry, Bruno stands. Bruno does have a moment, throws a chair at a bad guy and gets his ass whooped. No, like whooped literally, like the guy's weapon was a stretchy belt. Look, all of their weapons are weird. Although Kamala uses her powers in this scene, including her iconic fist, I'm like, how are you standing a chance against these trained killers? With the power of bangle magic. I'll forgive it. The show ends with the vision of the train, and the damage control shows up, and Kamala is confronted about pulling the fire alarm, and yeah, all that good stuff. Wait, Kamala, tell your family what's going on at this point. You're a kid, and you just ruined your brother's wedding, not because you did it on purpose, but they think you did, and that's your freaking brother. Tell them what's going on. Your mom obviously knows something about this. Closure. Listen, I said I love this show because it focuses on the fact that she's a teenager in school who just so happen to have powers. It doesn't really focus on the save the world stuff. This episode gives you a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of reveals, a lot of bigger MCU references, but we're starting to lean towards the more save the world stuff. And I'm a little scared but I'm hopeful. It's been a great series so far, and we are in the middle section, so I guess it is time for the stakes to be raised. Hopefully it continues to be just as good. Also in my episode 2 recap, I mispronounced Nakia's name as Nakia when it is pronounced Nakia. I apologize for that. So, have you seen it? Well, I hope you saw it because I just talked massive spoil. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Be on the lookout for my Obi-Wan series review and recap. And as always, thank you so much for watching.